Caveat things. As a forensic linguist, I've got loads of caveats. Now, nothing is 100%, and what these fraudsters do is that they make themselves sound as realistic as possible. They do something called genre mapping, which means they make their language sound as similar to the authority that they're trying to pretend to be, such as from the bank or insurance company. But they will always use types of phrases such as, well, they'll use words such as you. They'll put it back on that target, the target person. They'll make it feel all about them, rather than the person that's calling. It's not, I want you to do this, it's you need to do this. So there's loads of different phrases. They'll say, can you just confirm? Now, even the word just makes it feel not very scary. Just do this thing. The person who's receiving it, the target, doesn't feel like, oh, I'm doing something risky. I'm just confirming that this is my name. It doesn't seem like you're giving away information they don't have. But that's how they get you, because they take that information and then they say, oh, can you also just do this, and build it on and on and on until finally you're giving your bank details, the number on the security strip, the one-time passcode on your phone. But you don't realise that's how it's a bit like death like a thousand cuts. It's very incremental.
So some of the examples of what they might say on the phone, I think we've got a few here, would be what's going on there? They're sort of trying to get you to answer things you don't want to?
Yeah, so the can you confirm, it doesn't seem like it's risky at all. You're just confirming something. You're not giving away your personal information. But what you are doing is you're engaging in that call. They want you to stay on that call, because once they've got you answering questions, it's much easier psychologically to continue answering the questions rather than saying, oh, no, I can't answer that, because you've already answered quite a few questions already.
We've got a good example, actually. The last one there is that this is very urgent, and we talk a lot about pressure tactics on Morning Live. We've got an example from a call that Nick Stapleton, who you know very well from Scam Interceptors, made on Morning Live, speaking to a scammer, and we can hear the scammer putting pressure on him.
Once you press on join, sir, you can see on the left-hand side 4 little boxes. You have to tick all the 4 boxes quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Why do I have to press them quickly? Can't I read it first?
You have to tick it first, sir, because otherwise it's going to be dissipated very soon.
I feel like
tick that box,
mate,
otherwherwise this...
Can you slow down? I feel like you're rushing me a bit. Let me just read this first.
Right now, sir, it's going to be dissipated very soon. That's why I'm telling you, for your safety.
So what do you make of that? Because that's the pressure tactics, isn't it? That I need information quickly. It's urgent.
It is. We've got 2 things going on here. Number one is the speed. And you can imagine if you were in that situation as the target, you would start to feel a bit pressured by this. And Nick's done a great job pushing back on that fraudster. But you can see then that the fraudster then ups it by saying this is for your safety. So now this has gone from a situation where you're just ticking boxes to, if you don't tick the boxes, you are in some kind of risk. So that urgency is really elevated. And the speed as well. Just do this, take it first, take it quickly, very soon, right now. All of these things are designed to put you in what's called a hot state, to get you to act quickly. The reason why that's so important to fraudsters is that it means you're not thinking about it, you're not taking your time and weighing things up.
We've also had another message from our viewer, Andy. This one, Elizabeth, is a voicemail recording. It was left on his phone, which he thinks is from a suspected scammer. Let's have a listen.
Department of your car insurance company. We've been notified about a severe offence due to a speeding ticket on your car. Just like to make sure, did you receive the expiation notice saying that it was you that hit my car? Yeah, one thing you do have car insurance, right?
We haven't been able to contact the person who made this call ourselves, but just listening to that, Elizabeth, what would you say are some of the red flags?
Well, here, this is actually really interesting because this is an AI call frozen in time. We don't normally get this, but because it's captured by a voicemail, we get to see this and get to deconstruct it ourselves. Those pauses there are for the target to answer those questions. It's not supposed to be captured frozen in time in that voicemail. So we can see really, we can pick apart, did you receive the expiration notice? The target is supposed to respond to that. Now, the system behind it will know that you've responded, and then they'll continue back and forth. Finally, they'll get you to press 1 or press 2, and then it will get you through to a person. Now, this is really cruel and really awful. So this filters out the individuals that self-select as, I believe this call, I will perform these actions, because they do. They don't waste their time on people that are going to hang up. They don't waste human resources in those ways. And they say, you do have car insurance, right? And that interactionally is getting you to go, yes, I do, or oh, no, I don't actually. It draws you in.
A little bit of panic as well comes
The bit
in,
of panic.
vulnerability.
Yes, you think, oh, maybe I don't, or you're desperate to prove that you do. So you're then invested. Your mind is taken away from, is this person genuine, to, I have to prove that I do actually have insurance, I'm doing what I should be doing.
So we've gone through a few phrases there, haven't we? Like the words that matter or clues that we should be listening out for when it comes to scammers. What about the physical response as well, or your physical response to what a scammer's doing or saying?
Yeah, so what these fraudsters do is they tap into our natural fight or flight instincts, that hot state that I mentioned. This is things like, your heart beating faster, you start sweating, you breathe quicker, you get this kind of adrenaline rush. Now, importantly, these fraudsters, they harness this state and they get you to want to, like I say, the fight or flight. Now, they do not want you to leave that scam call. They want you to stay on there. So they're going to be the saviour. They're going to say, this dreadful thing is happening, or you need to transfer your bank account